Hi everyone, this is Toni Ann again, here throughout the day for some MYO sessions through the LA Speech Instagram Live account. This will be my last time on for today. If this is your first time tuning in, there are within the LA Speech Stories recordings of me doing a 10 o'clock for stage 1, a 12:30 for stage 2, a 3 o'clock for crackers, and now I am on for the final time, 5 o'clock meals. What we will go through today will just be going through the meals portion of our program. We'll run through some lips open, we'll run through some lips closed, and give you some pointers to remember and think about as you're practicing during this time. If this is your first time logging in, then I do want to also say, which I've said earlier today, that everyone here at LA Speech is thinking of all of you, miss all of you, wishing that you are all happy and healthy and well, and spending a lot of extra quality time with your family during this. But we are looking forward to when we get to return to the office and see you guys again. Okay, so let's get started. For participating, if you are a patient and you are going to be working with me on this, then you'll want to have a meal. You'll want to have bands if you have bands, and you can also have a drink if you're up to liquids, because we will go through the liquids part of meals today too. Okay, so up until this point now, you should still be practicing those last few exercises of stage 2. Those stay on for the duration of the program. So remember to still get your 1, 2, 3, 4, your 2 band, your 2 band, no band, your 3 band if that is on for you, and your 4 band. You should still be practicing every day, 3 times a day, as much as you can, and then working on the meals, which you should really just incorporate into when you're eating a true meal. So that's the nice thing about meals, is that you don't really have to set aside the time. You just do it with breakfast, you do it with lunch, you do it with dinner. Just to remind you that the amount of meals you have on, and whether you're doing it with a band lips open or no band lips closed, will be entirely up to where you are in the program. So you should hopefully know that, and should hopefully have your homework sheet that will tell you whether you're at a half a meal with a band lips open, or if you're at 3 meals, some with a band, some without a band. So just do what you have on your program, but I will go through the lips open with a band and lips closed without a band so everybody can see depending on where they are in the program. Okay, so I have my meal with me, doing a little bit of pasta with sauce. So what I'm going to do, the first one is I will do a lips open. What you'll see, I do not have bands with me, so I'm not going to be putting a band on. But if you do have your bands, definitely put that on after you make the bolus. So similar to what we did in crackers, you're going to make sure you are chewing with a rotary chew, lateralizing the food as you're chewing, so you can make a cohesive bolus, but make it naturally so that you're not trying to make the bolus after you've already chewed it. You want it to be that you're chewing and creating the bolus, chewing and creating the bolus, and then done. Once you're done with the bolus for lips open with the band, you're going to show the bolus, and then we will put the band on. You'll do tongue up, pull, bite, swallow, lips open, show your tongue still in that pull, drop the pull, and then show the tongue. And if there's some residue in there, then you'll want to go right into a cleanup swallow. Okay. So that was my first initial swallow, and then I went up into my cleanup swallow. Both were done with lips open. Should have a band. If you have it, you would put it on. Just so if you are doing it with a band, After your initial swallow, you can take that tip band off, gather your residue, put the tip band back on, and then go into your up, pull, bite, swallow. I did not do that just because I don't have a band. Okay. So then I will now demonstrate a lips closed bolus. Lips closed swallow. So what I will do is exact same things that I did with lips open, only this time I'm not going to show anything. I will chew correctly, I'll lateralize, I will feel myself make the bolus, feel all the food together in a cohesive pile, and then I will feel my tongue tip go to the spot. I'll feel the bite, I'll feel the pull, I'll feel the bite, I'll swallow. The only thing I'm going to actually show is my tongue in a pull after I've swallowed. Okay, I'm going to do that one again. My pull did kind of drop a little bit on that first one. So let me show you again. So I did do a cleanup swallow on that one. I really did not need one, but I did it just because I wanted to show you. And I also said like I said, in crackers, if you were watching then, that I like to have my patients just automatically go into that cleanup swallow. That way, if there is some residue and they are going to swallow, we know that it's a good swallow and that it wasn't a thrust swallow. We don't want, to just have that perfect swallow on the first one and then ruin all of that with a thrust swallow on the cleanup. So it's really important to get your mind, get your muscle memory in the habit of doing good swallows on those residue swallows also. Okay, so I will just run through one more lips open and one more lips closed, and then we will move on to liquids. So here is a lips open. I will pretend to put the band on just so everyone can see. Okay, so you saw I pretended to put it on, took it off to gather my residue, put it back on for my cleanup swallow. Now let's go through another example of lips closed. Okay, so I did everything. I still made my bolus. I still put my tongue on my spot. I just didn't show any of it. All I showed you was my tongue still in a strong pull after the swallow. And that is what you would want to do for practicing at home. Remember to practice in front of a mirror. Have a mirror at the dinner table or at your table for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just so that you see what you're doing, especially if it is a lips open swallow. You want to make sure that you don't see your tongue in any of the spaces that you might have in your teeth. You want to make sure that you don't feel your tongue going against your teeth on any of the swallows. You want to have that tongue staying stable on your spot and never sliding forward, never under thrusting forward. You want to really make sure that once you establish that pull, that you keep it there on the bite, on the swallow, and still show it in that nice strong pull at the end of the swallow. Okay, let's go on to liquids, and I will give you a few reminders of also what you should be doing besides the meals while you're in the meals portion of the program. So liquid, if you haven't started it, there's no need to be practicing it, but if you are started with liquids, then we will run through that. For liquids, you've already established how you want to have your tongue placement, or the placement of the cup, I should say, or water bottle. prior to starting liquid. So the options are that you can have it under your tongue or against your bottom teeth. So you should have child both and then figure out which is the most comfortable for you. Once you do that, you're going to, again, do that perfect swallow. When you start, your tongue is starting up on your spot, and then you'll take that sip. Okay, so my tongue was on my spot. I still use my lips, so you still want to have that labial seal, that lip seal around the bottle or the cup, but your tongue is just on your spot. You should be able to still swallow with your lips open because you've got all the water in that captured within your tongue and starting to pull it. And then if you swallow with your lips open, none of the water will come out because you've already got it kind of like captured in your mouth. So that is the meals portion of our myofunctional program for all of you that are doing meals and need a little refresher during this time. We also, in meals, like I said earlier, you should still be doing your stage 2 exercises that are still on, such as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 2-band, 2-band, no band, 3-band, 4-band. Still remember the rules to a perfect swallow. And you should still be doing your delight, whatever amount of minutes you're up to. You want to make sure that you have the band on your tongue, tip. Tongue tip goes to your spot, and then you just sit there, nice and quiet, no talking, for however timed amount of minutes you have your delight on for. You want to also be doing your time charts. So if you have a 7-time chart on, make sure someone in the family, someone in your house is asking you those 7 times throughout the day if your tongue is on your spot. If you don't have any time charts left from us, you can jot it down on paper, make your own chart, record it in a phone, whatever works for you. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions, you could comment on here. You can also direct message the LI Speech Instagram account, and they can pass along any messages to me so that they can be answered. And I hope everyone enjoyed this. It was fun to be here for the day, and I hope that this did reach many of our patients and that it is helpful to see a face from LI Speech. Know that we are still here, still thinking of you guys. We are hopefully going to maybe see you guys soon. We hope so, but we are definitely thinking of you. Enjoy the rest of your night. And there will be someone on tomorrow. I could actually tell you guys who it is. There is a post, but you will have Nicole on tomorrow, 1 o'clock live, and she is going to do Talking Tuesday. So she is going to incorporate language therapy into popular children's games like Mr. Potato Head and other of those games that we tend to have around the house. So this will be great for parents to tune in for, to give you a little bit of feedback and suggestions on how you can play with these games and still incorporate some nice language goals into them. Alrighty, take care, have a great night. Thank you.